Hi, I'm Jason Broniak with CTN. Whether you're a tourist or you live in Ann Arbor, Destination Ann Arbor is a great source for what the area has to offer. Today, I'm with Sarah Miller, the newly appointed president and CEO of Destination Ann Arbor. Welcome, Sarah.
Well, thank you, Jason. I really appreciate you having me today.
So, Sarah, how does it feel to be the president and CEO?
It's wonderful. I'm very excited about it. I've been in with the organization 20 years now. It's a passion of mine. So to take the next step at leading the organization is a great thrill for me.
So, how did it feel from transitioning from your old role to your new one? Or are you still kind of doing both roles at the same time?
Well, as is true for most of us, COVID had an impact, certainly on the hospitality industry. So when that happened, unfortunately, we did have to reduce our staff quite a bit during that time. And yes, it's kind of a rebuild for us now, going into coming out of COVID. There's definitely a desire to travel. So seeing that rebound is helping us, but we need to catch up with our staffing too. So that's definitely a priority for us coming in. We have a new chief operation, or excuse me, chief officer of chief sales officer and operate. One of these times I'm going to get it right. But he is taking on our sales and sports commission. Mike Price will be joining us later in February. So we're excited for his addition to the team. Looking forward to building the rest of the staff as well.
Well, sounds like your staff is changing. I'm assuming the tourist industry is changing as well. Definitely in the Ann Arbor area, it seems like every time I come into the area, there's something new going on. You mentioned some of the changes in staff. What are some of the new things in Ann Arbor or in the area itself that's changing that you're looking forward to?
Absolutely, definitely. Events coming back has been a huge part of that. You know, for several years, we've had a lot of events that have either canceled or gone remote. So seeing some of those events come back in full force has been exciting. This year's Ypsilanti's bicentennial. So they've kicked that off on New Year's Eve, and there's going to be plenty more of events coming this year to celebrate their history. So it's exciting to see that take place. Certainly some developments downtown. We do have some new restaurants and different things happening, opening every day, it seems, actually, in many of our destinations. So it's exciting to see the growth.
Exactly. It is exciting to see the growth. And even though it's Destination Ann Arbor, it really serves the region. I know you mentioned Ipsy, but there's other members as well. Because when I was looking up the website, there is a ton going on. I didn't know you serviced all the way out to Chelsea, but can you speak upon like some of those other outside areas as well, just instead of just Ann Arbor?
Absolutely. You know, another interesting part of COVID kind of made everyone go back to that hybrid format. So people are spending more time in their own communities. So our surrounding destinations are even more important maybe than ever because of the community that they serve and their events that they host. So yeah, promoting all of those, having a lot more interaction with them as well. It's great. So our website is a great resource for that. AnnArbor.org is our website. There's a calendar of events there, and it does represent all of our destinations in Washtenaw County. So I highly recommend everybody check that out and see what's going on in your own backyard.
That site is a good source to check everything out. Also, maybe how to become a member. How do you exactly become a member if you're a business or an event trying to get some publication going or getting some credit, get the word out on your event or your restaurant or your place of business in general?
Yeah, absolutely. So our membership program is really designed to be more of an engagement tool with our hospitality community. So anyone that's interested in being a member, there's plenty of information on our website. Again, AnnArbor.org. There is a membership category. So I encourage everyone to check that out if you're interested in engaging more with our organization.
Also, speaking of events, and I mentioned earlier, what are some of the upcoming events that are coming up for us, and then which ones are you looking forward to as well?
Sure. So the Ann Arbor Folk Festival is actually coming up at Hill Auditorium in the Arc, and that'll be January 27th and 28th. There's more information on our website about that as well. And then maybe one of my personal favorites, because I'm a foodie, would be Ann Arbor's Restaurant Week. And that's coming back at February 5th through 10th. This year, they're promoting things such as family meals to go, There's course menus and shop highlights, and really something for everyone, including vegetarian and vegan menus. So it's a great way to, if you haven't been out to some of our restaurants in a while, to kind of get that taste back. And some of those places I highly encourage. It's one of my favorites.
Is there any particular restaurant that you're like, that's my go-to, or do you try to sample and try them all out?
I'm proud to say, I think, and it is hard because there are new ones opening every day, but I think I've been to all of the destination restaurants because I do enjoy trying a variety of different foods. So to pick a favorite, I don't know that I could. It really just depends on the day of the week and what sounds good that day because there are so many good choices.
Also, you mentioned the folk festival. That's always a nice staple event. Can you go in a little detail what to expect from that event? Because it's always fun to have not just the food, but also the arts here as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We have a great culture scene. And this year is actually a hybrid format. So it'll be something, those who want to venture out in the cold, but for those that don't, there are different options for you as well. There will also be, as I mentioned, at Hill Auditorium. And then there's a special event at the Arc too. So again, that detail is really on our website. So highly encourage you to check that out. But the hybrid format is a great way to get access to everyone.
Excellent. And also, you mentioned sports earlier. Obviously, Michigan's a great sports state. University of Michigan has a lot of big sports events going on. So what are some of the events, maybe not necessarily University of Michigan related, or maybe not football related, just because when you come to Michigan, everyone thinks of football, but there's other events going on as well, as far as there's just plenty of sports going on. So can you touch on a little bit as that as well?
Sure. So our sports commission was created in 2018. It's fairly newly formed. Unfortunately, lost some traction again during COVID, but picking that back up starting last year and into this year. And some of those events are, like a great example, NAIA Cheer and Dance. It's coming to Eastern Michigan University in March this year. It's a great way to, anyone, it's open to the public. You can buy tickets. A great way to see a competition with cheer and dance. Certainly many others in the works as well. I don't think I'm allowed to tell you some of them, but definitely more interesting things to come.
Ooh, that's a tease right there. I guess we have to go on the website, check it out. When should we expect the announcement? Maybe if you want to at least give us a little clue.
Well, Destination Ann Arbor, we're here to promote. That's our role. So, we're not necessarily leading the charge. So I don't want to take anybody's excitement from them, but we're excited to promote it when they do announce it.
Well, I'm excited about this now. I'm going to keep asking you every day until we get the announcement. What's the best way to find out more information about Destination Ann Arbor?
Our website is the best tool. It's award-winning. It has a lot of great information. Our staff is fantastic at keeping it as up to date as possible with community events and news. So highly recommend annarbor.org for that information.
Now, Sarah, with being President, what things are you looking forward to in this upcoming year as the new role? And is there anything else you want to add? Feel free to add as well.
Yeah, I think, Jason, the opportunities are endless. When you have the passion that our team does to support our community, it's fun to see it all come to be. I mean, I'm privileged to say I can come to work every day, and I'm happy to be here because I'm just excited to see how people are excited about their own cultures and communities, how they want to support, have these events that I think are phenomenal. Some world-renowned events. I mean, we have the plastic bag store. I was going to mention. It's unfortunately it's sold out, but it was only in 4 destinations, including New York, Austin, some really major cities, and those types of cultural things come to Ann Arbor and the surrounding destinations all the time. I mean, we're really quite lucky to have what we have in our backyard.
I think Ann Arbor is always on the cusp of something new all the time and things that you don't normally find out about. And I just think the city has a lot to offer. And I think Destination Ann Arbor is definitely one way to find out the latest and greatest of what's going on in the city of Ann Arbor, both in arts, food, or in sports. Sarah, thank you so much for your time, and congratulations on the new promotion or new job title. It must be very exciting for you, and hope all for the best.
Thank you, Jason. I really appreciate it. And our website, annarbor.org, and any of community members that might be listening to this that have events that wonder whether or not they should be on our website, don't hesitate to reach out. We've got a great staff, happy to help. And if we can promote, we will.
Thank you again, Sarah, and we'll be talking to you soon.
Thank you, Jason. Appreciate it.
For more programming and services, visit a2gov.org/CTN. Visit youtube.com/CTN Ann Arbor to watch our full lineup, and remember to subscribe and share, especially the sharing part. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jason Broniak.